Welcome back to my YouTube channel and to the customer's train room. If you've been following over the last few weeks, you'll have seen me build an HO scale railroad in my workshop. Well, here I am in the customer's train room. We've been here for a few days now, and as you can probably see, it's largely installed. Still got quite a lot of work to do yet. So let's go back and walk you through it step by step. Don't go away. Well, yesterday when we got here, the first thing we discovered is that there is this lip here, which was not on the plans, and that gets in the way of the yard because it's tracked right at the back of the layout. So we had to start by trimming the legs by 2 inches so it fits under this piece. That's going to come off. And then the door is in the wrong place, so we've got a major redesign at the end. And this morning, very first section we try to set up, we discover that this soffit here is a lot deeper than it was drawn on the plan. That needs to be hard up against the wall there. So I'm going to have to cut a piece out of the back of this benchwork here. Well, this is Monday morning. We've been here a few days and a lot of the heavy work is done. Yesterday I got most of the track issues sorted out. There's a few places where it got dinged on the way here. Rails were bent, and I had some expansion problems as well, but I fixed all those areas. Today I have 2 projects to work on. Firstly, the customer wants an extra spur cut in here, so I have another number 6 switch that I'm going to cut in place of this piece of track, which coincidentally was damaged anyway, so I already had to replace it. That won't take more than a few minutes. My major project for the day is over here by the door. As we can see, the gate is in the wrong place because the door is not in the same place that it was on the drawings that the layout designer was given. So I have to get that fixed. Well, that'll probably take. This is where we're going to cut the extra turnout in. We did bring with us 1 spare of every kind of turnout we use in the layout, just in case we've got some damaged. And now we're going to be using it to add a spur because the customer wants an extra one. Now I don't know quite where to put it. I can put it hard up against this one, or I can go back a bit. The only place I can't put it is right here because there's 1.5 inches of framing there. I can even go further this side and cross the joint because it's never going to come apart again. Let me look underneath, make sure I'm not going to get in the way of any bench work. And yes, it can go back here. Come to think of it, I saw the customer upstairs earlier. Let's see if he's still here. I'm going to ask him exactly where he would like it. So don't go away, I'll be right back. Well, the extra turnout is now installed. Still a lot of mess around here because I haven't cleaned up yet. I've got a little bit of track in at each end to fill it up. I have soldered all these small pieces to the new turnout. I've left expansion joints there and there. And then, as per the customer's request, we have 1 yard of track in that spur, glued down at grade level with no road bed. So it drops 1/4 of an inch below the rest of the track level. My colleague is working on the switch machine over here. We will have that installed soon. So yesterday I got this area rebuilt. The carpentry is now complete, and I have the track bed in. It's a bit of a mess, unfortunately. I didn't have any additional road bed. I had to salvage what I was using before. But that's okay. This will just get filled with ballast when it becomes that time. And I left everything gluing overnight. I still have to get the track rebuilt across the 2 joints. I'm going to lay a continuous piece across here and then cut it once the glue is dry, and the same here. Before I do that, I'm going to get the fascia in today because I need Orlando's help for that. And I think I will lay the track across there last thing before we leave today, so that it can have a good long time to set up before I cut it. So I'm going to turn the camera off now and get to work, and I'll check in with you again later. Well, today is the last day of my trip here. My flight leaves tomorrow. Yesterday I got all the fascia in. Well, I say all of it. There's 2 pieces that are waiting to be installed, but the rest of it's in. And I finished working on the bridge. I've got the track laid across, continually across this joint here, with glue under here, left it to dry overnight, and now I'm going to take a Dremel and cut the rails now that it's set. I left a sign so that no one would open it and destroy it. Let me duck under and I'll be right back. Well, here is the rebuilt swing gate finished. I haven't had time to finish cleaning up the mess yet, but I had a break in the noise and it's fairly quiet right now, so I figured I could make a recording. It is so much, it looks so much better now. It was absolutely the right call to rebuild it. It fits very nicely alongside this section here. Actually, I think it's neater than it was before because of the alignment of this corner. Well, here is the railroad installed in its final resting place. I got all the fascia finished yesterday. I cleaned up a lot of bits and pieces as well this afternoon. I got all the track cleaned, the layout vacuumed. This fascia is left a little bit higher than I think it's going to eventually be. Plan is that there'll be a tunnel portal in here and this will probably be cut down. But it's a lot better to leave extra fascia on because it's easy to trim it off later. It's a lot more difficult to edit. The customer hasn't decided what colour he's going to paint his fascia yet, but he is looking forward to playing with his trains. The swing gate is working flawlessly. It lines up perfectly. I touched up the new benchwork with the tan paint. It's going to need another coat tomorrow. Well, my involvement in this project has now come to an end. I will be flying home tomorrow morning. James and one of his other guys are staying to continue with the electrics. We did have a problem getting the smell adapter boards to work. It's a brand new technology and apparently there are still some bugs in the system. Other than that, the railroad is fully installed and running well. The customer's very happy and he's looking forward to building the scenery on it. So that's all for this week. I'm going to sign off now. Thanks for watching and I'll see you again next time.